In continuing with my top 30 favorite TV shows of all time, we are getting closer and closer to the number one show. We still got a few weeks to go, but we're going to finish it up by the end of the month. So let's go ahead and move on to number 4 on the list, a show that I think most of you out there probably have in your top favorite TV shows of all time, and that is, of course, Seinfeld at number 4. Ah, yes, the infamous show about nothing, where you have Jerry Seinfeld playing a fictionalized version of himself and focusing on his personal life with his 3 best friends: George Costanza, played by Jason Alexander, his ex-girlfriend Elaine Bennis, played by Julia Louis-Dreyfus, and eccentric apartment neighbor Cosmo Kramer, played by Michael Richards, along with a cast of other colorful characters as well. Really, not much more I can really add to this that hasn't already been said about this show. I mean, this is arguably considered to be one of the greatest television shows of all time, and really, you can't really argue that. I mean, it's a near-perfect series. It's got characters that you like and want to see succeed. The storylines are done very well, the comedy is top-notch, and it's just an overall enjoyable show. If there is any flaws to the show, though, they're kind of nitpicky things. One, the whole idea of the show about nothing, really, it isn't really that in general. Like, if you want a comparison, look at FX's Louie. I think that's a better example of a show that's really all about nothing. Seinfeld is at least about something. It's about the life of a stand-up comic. How does he get material for his jokes, and how his friends are a part of this comic material. And, like I said, it's really, really funny stuff, no matter way we look at it. The other flaw is the pretty obvious one. The final episode of the show is arguably one of the worst finales ever. In fact, I've done a video covering this. If you want to go check that out, it's in the corner. And, again, the biggest problem with it overall is that, it takes the characters we've been rooting for over the years and just throws them under the bus and just sends them to jail. And it's just kind of like, that's really the best way you're going to end the show, especially considering Larry David came back for that. And that's the best you can come up with, really? Again, I've touched on that video before. I've kind of gone back and forth over the last couple of years on it, so once again, you want to hear my thoughts on that, look in the corner. But other than that, though, what else I gotta say, man? Seinfeld is a really, really funny show. One of the best TV shows of all time. Number 4 on my list of my favorite TV shows, and yet it's not my favorite comedy series overall. And you think it's number 1? No, there's still one other comedy series that I'm going to get to next week on the list here as we get to the top 3. But if you want to hear what I have to say about my number 5 favorite show, Community, there's the video in the corner, there's the link below, and I'll see you next week for the start of the top 3.